The tortoise and the hare, speed, competition, and the illusion of progress. There is no race. There never was. The mind invents one so it can pretend movement means meaning. The hare and the tortoise are not animals in a forest. They are thought forms in a dream of measurement. Speed and steadiness, pride and patience, they're all characters in the same play, written by an author who believes progress can make truth truer. A Course in Miracles calls this the central delusion of time, the belief that salvation lies somewhere ahead instead of right now. Time is a trick, the Course says, a sleight of hand, a vast illusion in which figures come and go as if by magic. The hare runs because he believes in distance. He believes a rival will fix the ache of lack. His race is the modern mind's mantra: achieve, improve, become. He's intoxicated by his own reflection, running laps around the mirror. That's why he gets tired. Not from effort, but from illusion. The ego's idea of progress always ends in exhaustion because it promises completion inside a circle that never closes. The hare doesn't rest because he's wise. He collapses under the weight of pretending he's special. His nap is spiritual burnout. The tortoise, meanwhile, is the ego's gentler costume. Slow, steady, and smugly moral. He plays the long game of self-improvement. The world cheers for him, discipline triumphing over arrogance, but it's still the same theater of time. The race is still running, only now it's spiritual. He wins not because he woke up, but because the script needed a winner. The ego loves winners. It keeps the race alive. Slow and steady wins the race sounds humble, but it hides the same disease, the belief that God waits at a finish line. The Course would ask, who are you racing and where could you go? There's nowhere to go but within, and within has no pace. Both hare and tortoise measure movement by the body's rhythm, forgetting the mind never moved at all. Running, walking, meditating, achieving, all are motions projected onto stillness. The Holy Spirit sees the futility, but never condemns it. He simply waits until you laugh, not because you won, but because you realize you were circling a finish line painted on air. Even fair and square is the ego's geometry. Fair implies unfair, square implies corners. Spirit is round, whole, continuous, without edges. The ego builds a racetrack. The Holy Spirit draws a circle and calls it completion. The hare and the tortoise both worship time, one by sprinting through it, the other by enduring it. Neither recognizes the miracle that collapses it. The miracle doesn't make you faster or wiser, it makes the race meaningless. And when the race is meaningless, the finish line dissolves. So what happens when you stop running? Nothing, and that's the point. You return to what was never left. You discover that slow and fast were two speeds of the same sleep. You find that the tortoise's shell and the hare's legs were built from the same clay, guilt hardened into form. When you stop identifying with either, the shell softens, the legs disappear, and what remains is stillness that doesn't compete. The world calls that losing. The Course calls it remembering. True wisdom isn't outpacing the ego. It's ceasing to pace at all. It's realizing that comparison is the only finish line you ever crossed, and it led nowhere. Both tortoise and hare bow before the same truth. The race was a dream, the track was thought, and the clock was guilt keeping score. And the mind that sees this clearly laughs. Because the real moral of the story is not slow and steady wins the race. It's stop running. And when you stop, you'll see, you never left home to begin with. Portrait of two travelers who never left the starting line. One ran himself into exhaustion chasing a future that never was. The other crawled patiently toward the same mirage, certain that virtue would outlast speed. But here, in this small arena called the mind, distance is an optical illusion. The stopwatch, the racetrack, the cheering crowd, all props in a dream that believed motion could make meaning. Tonight's finish line is not in the forest, but in the stillness between thoughts. And there, when the race dissolves and the runners vanish, something remarkable happens. The clock stops. The crowd fades, and the dreamer wakes, not to victory, but to peace. For in this particular corner of eternity, known as the Twilight Zone,